Hey everybody, I'm back. Long story short, really short on time, really short on life issues, and a busted computer and a busted phone that just don't want to work. So I'm hopefully back. This will be one of the first ones up, and I'm going to try to keep the trend going. I'll reshoot the old ones and try to get them up as soon as possible. But more importantly, Halloween 2018, the canonical sequel to the original Halloween from 1978. Yes, all the movies that happened between, all the Rob Zombie films, Halloween 2, 3, 4, H2O, Season of the Witch, all that stuff, no longer exists. This is the true sequel. And you know what? This is the worthy successor to the sequel. While the original Halloween has a soft place in my heart for being one of the original slashers and the one that personally happened to scare the living bejesus out of somebody I know, this continues that trend. It's a true slasher film. And when I mean slasher, I don't mean just unstoppable killing machine like Jason and Freddy. Michael gets messed up in this. He's human. So, you shoot a human, he gonna bleed. You shoot a human's hand off, he gonna feel it. And granted, those is Michael. He's dead set on just killing people because he's evil incarnate. And they do a good job. They show no remorse. They don't try to give him a sympathetic pass. He's just a horrible, horrible human being with the sole purpose of killing everyone around him, especially his family. But that's just Michael. The kills, they're enjoyable. You got both on-screen and off-screen, as a true slasher film should have, so you let your imagination run wild with it. Now, the on-screen deaths are really good, well shot, and the actual effects aren't just gory and over the top. They seem relativistic and actually legit for what you get. The off-screen, though, are where this movie shines. It lets your mind wander with, how did that happen? How did it lead to this situation? Because there's a guy in this, you know he's dead. Like, the moment you see him go like, I got this, he dead. To the point where even a little kid is pointing out, dude, you're gonna die. Listen, I understand, the bravado trying to save the one you care about and the one you love and all that good stuff. Have a game plan. Know what you're doing. Just grabbing a knife is not gonna help. You gotta know what you need to be doing. And that leads me to the best part of this movie. It's not Michael, it's not the new characters, though it is nice to see the old officer come back from the original as well, besides just Judy. So, Laurie, the original. Man, is she good in this. Listen, I've harped on Star Wars to the nth degree, but this is another key purpose of showing a strong female character. She's strong, she's powerful, she's in control, but she's also vulnerable, scarred, depressed, and wants to be better than what she is. She's not perfect, but she tries to be. She wants to protect her family, and she's trying to move above and beyond what she has been feeling in her heart for the last 40 years. And you see the effects it has had on her, her daughter, her granddaughter, everything. It builds to a strong, powerful character that doesn't have to be a Mary freaking Sue. Rant for another day. But seriously, Laurie is good. And yes, I mentioned that apparently the Michaels family has apparently a strong penchant for getting knocked off of rooftops, getting stabbed, and still going, nah, I got this. You'll feel it afterwards, but for the moment, adrenaline, you're my best friend. Oh boy, she's so good, and yeah, I would harp if I would say this does something Ghostbusters do, where it seems like a lot of the guys are the idiots and the women are trying to be the, quote, strong people. But unlike in Ghostbusters, where that was constantly being drawn to and constantly being jammed down your throats, with literally everything going, men suck, this one is just a happen coincidence. I would feel bad if I didn't bring it up just because I am that guy. More importantly, though, strong female characters in this. You can see all the levels of denial, redemption, and trying to move above and beyond. I originally hated the mother in this, the daughter of Laurie in this movie. Because she's just, horrible to her mother, but you gotta understand from her perspective, and they do go through the whole perspective. It's one of the movies where I feel bad it's only an hour and 44 minutes. I wanted a little bit more. I wanted to get more into the characters. I wanted to see more interaction. Not so much out of the new characters, who you can kind of tell they're just there to be there. Especially not Dr. Loomis, which they do a kind of fake out where you think someone's going to be him, and then it's somebody else. And then something happens, and it kind of throws... They try to do a twist in it. And you know what was a twist I didn't see coming? It was enjoyable. Did it need it? Not really. But it led to the overall enjoyment of the film, and there were some really good scenes with really good action. And really good suspense, really good horror. An all-around really good movie. And what more could you possibly ask in the season of Halloween than a honest-to-God good slasher film? And slasher films have kind of fallen by the wayside, sadly. I mean, we kind of got, like, sort of one with Happy Death Day, and that was kind of really it. The closest one I could say, which is a true slasher film. But it's a dying art, and honestly, I hope we see more of this. The budget for this film was only 10 to 15 mil, and I'm pretty sure that was mostly for Judy. But it's already made 10 times that much, so maybe there's hope for future slasher films, because it is a good art form. You don't need the gore and the grotesque of Saw. You don't need the crazy and satanic of Annabelle and all that stuff. You don't need the ramming, jump scares of Paranormal Activity, or anything else that's come after that, really. You can just have a good, solid-paced thriller. A good, solid-paced slasher, and that's what we get here. And I normally would rant longer, but this is so good, I don't want to spoil anything. And even if you're like me, who knows exactly, with one little tangent, well, one little thing I made a mistake on, but even if you know everything that's going to happen, it's still an enjoyable ride, an enjoyable experience, and you'll get some good tension out of it. Or, if you're like the people who were about 2 in front of me, you'll get a good laugh out of it. Because, people be stupid. There's a character who, killer's on the loose, literally goes, hey, someone's over there. All right, let's go. I'm not going to radio him back up. I'm not going to do it. Let's go. Why? Why would you do that? Seriously, have none of you seen a horror movie? The smartest guy is Officer Hawken. He sees Michael, what does he do? Floors it. And he, wham, hits him. Like, yeah, that's exactly what you do. Harken's back actually to number 2 where the people got smart and realized, okay, Michael's coming. Let's get a posse. Everyone get a shotgun. We're going to go hunt this guy down. Granted, ended up killing an innocent kid because he was an idiot and had a real knife and a mask. But that's besides the point. This one, you kind of get some of that. But, yeah, it's really good. Like I said, it's 1 or 2 little minor nitpicks, I would say, like the people who you think is going to be like the new Loomis, the people who are the investigators, the bloggers, or the journalists as they call themselves, you think they're going to be more important than they really are. They're not really. You think Officer Hawkins, even though he's back, he's going to have a much bigger role. There's going to be a lot more reaction with him and Laurie. Not so much. There's kind of like a sheriff that gets involved. Not sheriff, but like, I guess you could say commissioner who kind of gets involved, or a mayor. They never really said his title, but he's got the hat on. He's got the cowboy hat. So you think he's going to do something, but he doesn't. And that's where I feel like the short time of this film really feels bad. I really hope there's a director's cut, and I really hope to watch it. On the subject of cut, there is a kind of short scene at the end of the movie. It's more background stuff, so like you get to listen to some things. I would say stick around for it, just because really the credits are really short, because this feels like an old 90s where half the credits are in the opening to get you in the feel of the movie, and then the other half is at the end. And this was a very small film, so honestly the trailers only lasted you about 3 minutes. Where in a Marvel film, you sit down, you can watch an entire episode of Seinfeld before it's freaking done. But I'm not really complaining about that, because I do enjoy the post-credit scenes. So, I guess all in all, is this something you need to see in theaters? I want to say yes, just so it can make its money back, but it's made that and then some. But if you are looking for something good on Halloween, if you're looking for a good horror film just to sit back and watch some people get killed and, someone actually have a good character arc and a strong female character for all the people who want to see that for, more women in action roles, which you kind of get here, it's a good movie. I honestly recommend it. I would watch it again. Probably will watch it again every Halloween. Now, the people who say, do you need to see the original to really get this? No, but it really brings home the points when Laurie's having some PTSD and some horrible moments. So, I actually would recommend watching the first one and then this one, just like a little pregame, just so you get the feel of it, to get the full experience. But if not, you're not missing anything. It's still a really good movie, really good experience, definitely a matinee, though honestly watching it at night's a lot better. Definitely Redbox, Netflix, TNT. Even though it's rated R, but sometimes it's tough to tell, like they're trying to edit it, so it is what it is. Anyway, guys, I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be back with a good movie, and you know what? If this movie does get a sequel or a continuous series, I hope it keeps the same feel and tension and suspense going. there's still room to be improved. There's still more story to be told, I honestly feel. Or there could be a new twist on it. Who knows? But anyway, guys, as always, I'm Kevin Riley signing off, and I'll see you all next time. Later.